I've been trying out the brand new Pokémon Go Plus Plus for a few days now, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it and share my thoughts. This is the third peripheral to work with Pokémon Go, but it is also designed to operate in conjunction with the newly released Pokémon Sleep app. Now I want to do a full video focusing on the gameplay of Pokémon Sleep at a later date, so in this video I'm just going to focus on the Pokémon Go Plus Plus device itself, how it functions with Pokémon Go, and my overall thoughts on it. Let's start by taking a look at what you get in the box. In addition to the Plus Plus device, you get a USB charging cable and a yellow strap with magnetic clip. The charging cable is a shorter 30cm long version of the HAC010 cable that comes with the Switch Pro controller. I'm guessing that the magnetic clip is intended to allow players to attach the device to bags or clothes. However, I found that the magnet is not very strong. It can be easily disconnected one-handed and will definitely come apart if snagged on anything. I don't recommend relying on the clip at all, and instead you should tie the strap around a belt loop, carabiner, or bag strap when it isn't around your wrist. You'll also find an instruction sheet, which basically only covers how to charge the device. There is no included wall plug, so you'll need to utilize a USB socket or plug that you already own. It takes approximately 3.5 hours to charge. A small light on the top of the device will indicate the charge level, orange while charging and green when fully charged. I'm red-green colorblind, so I actually found it difficult to spot when the light had changed to green. Just something to bear in mind. You can press the top button at any time to check your battery status. If it's steady green, it is mostly charged. Blinking yellow once means it's slightly reduced. Blinking yellow twice means greatly reduced. And blinking red means that the battery is almost flat. The battery life actually seems really good. I take the device out for hour-long walks during which it is constantly auto-catching, and I've been using it to track my sleep at night. The device was still only showing a slightly reduced battery status at the time of recording. The device itself is approximately 64.5mm wide, 18.3mm thick, and weighs about 50 grams. Though it is bigger than the original Pokémon Go Plus, I found it fits quite comfortably in the palm of your hand. Once your Plus Plus is charged, you'll need to connect it to your game. From the menu, select Settings, then select Connected Devices and Services, and then Accessory Devices. While on this screen, press the main center button on the Plus Plus device to make it discoverable. The device should then show up in the app under Available Devices, stating Not Paired. Tap on this and you'll be then asked to finalize pairing by pressing the center button and top button at the same time. Your device should now be paired. You should be asked whether you want to allow your sleep data to be shared with Pokémon Go. Now this is entirely up to you, but note that it is separate to syncing with the Pokémon Sleep app. By sharing your sleep data with Pokémon Go, you can get some minor rewards each morning, including Stardust, stickers, and hearts for your buddy Pokémon. Additionally, connecting to the Plus Plus unlocks the Catching Some Z's special research to earn an encounter with Snorlax wearing a nightcap. But you will need to sync your sleep data with the game over several days to complete this. I recommend enabling Quick Connect, as this makes it as simple as tapping the Pokémon Go Plus Plus icon on the map view screen of the app to start the device doing its thing. Now, you do have the ability to make some alterations to how the Plus Plus will work. You can enable auto spin of Pokestops as well as auto throw. It is also now possible to specify whether Pokeballs, Great Balls, or Ultra Balls will be thrown, but this only works when using the button on the device to throw balls. For auto throw, the device will only use Pokeballs. What's more, you can only select one type of ball, and once that type is depleted from your inventory, you won't be able to keep catching until you get more or change the type. It would have been nice if you could set the priority order so it would start with Pokeballs and then work through Great Balls and Ultra Balls, or the reverse until you ran out, but perhaps they'll add this feature in a later update. The device also has Pikachu voice effects when you connect and disconnect with Pokémon Go, as well as when you put the device into sleep mode. There's a setting in Go to turn off the Pikachu voice effects, but strangely, this doesn't apply to the sleep mode voice effects. The only way to stop all sound effects is to put the device into silent mode by pressing the top button and then holding the main button until you feel 2 short vibrations. To exit silent mode, hold both buttons again and the device will vibrate once. Considering that there doesn't appear to be any other sound effects from the Plus Plus, it's odd to me that you can only enable or disable those connection voice effects from the app, rather than simply silent mode in general. Using the Pokémon Go Plus Plus is very straightforward. When a Pokémon is in range, the device will make several long vibrations and light up. I didn't encounter any Pokémon I hadn't seen before, but I suspect that like the original Pokémon Go Plus, it will light up green for a Pokémon you've already obtained, and yellow for one you haven't. If auto throw is enabled, it will vibrate once before beginning the catch attempt. During the catch attempt, the device will vibrate up to 3 times like a Pokeball in the game. If the catch is unsuccessful, the device will light up red and make a "pow" vibration. The Pokemon will immediately run away, so you can't then try instead to catch it in the app. If the catch is successful, the device will light up in rainbow colors and make several medium-length vibrations. When a Pokestop is in range, the device will make a rhythmic vibration and light up blue. Press the button to collect items, or if autospin is enabled, this will happen automatically. The device makes a few short vibrations to indicate that the items have been collected. If there are a lot of Pokemon around a Pokestop, it tends to prioritize these before allowing you to spin the stop. This is especially annoying when more Pokemon spawn in as you catch what's already around. If you run out of Pokeballs or storage space for new Pokemon or items, the device will still indicate that there is a Pokemon or Pokestop nearby, but it will vibrate and light up red when you try to interact. It took me a little while to cotton on to why it wasn't working, because I initially just thought my catch attempts were failing. I did encounter a few connection issues where the device wouldn't always detect Pokemon when it first connected to the app. I would have to disconnect and reconnect it to fix this. Strangely, on a few occasions, the auto throw didn't activate even though it was enabled and I had plenty of regular Pokeballs. I was using the device mostly while I had the app open, just to see what was happening in-game. But I believe the Plus Plus is best used in situations when you're unable to or otherwise don't want to be looking at your screen. In fact, it can be a bit irritating. If you've already started an encounter in the app with a Pokemon that the device has failed to catch, it's too bad. The Pokemon has effectively run away already, even though you're in the encounter and able to throw berries or a Pokeball. All in all, the device is incredibly easy to use and makes catching Pokemon a breeze. Just make sure you have lots of storage space for both Pokemon and items. You're gonna need it, especially if you have the auto throw and auto spin features enabled. And naturally, you'll need lots of Pokeballs. Just remember, if you're using the button to throw, you'll have to manually change the type of Pokeball being used if you happen to run out. And also, bear in mind that using the Plus Plus isn't able to make any specific grade or style of throw. So if you have a research task requiring curveballs or great throws, for example, you'll need to make these throws in the app. Now, with all that said, let's weigh up the pros and cons. Pros. Once you learn the vibration patterns, it is easy to play blindly without having to look at your phone. It allows for completely hands-free play if auto catch and auto spin are enabled. You have the ability to set Great Balls and Ultra Balls as the default. The device will keep working even if you navigate to a different app or lock your phone screen. And it has a long battery life. Cons. Unfortunately, you can't turn off vibrations or even adjust the intensity. It's not possible to have 100% set and forget. If you run out of Pokeballs, that's it, and only Pokeballs can be used for auto throws. There's some minor connection issues. It's hard to tell when it's on silent mode. The magnetic clip is not very strong, and it does have a high price point, $79.99 Australian dollars, $49.99 British pounds, or $54.99 US dollars. I think the Pokémon Go is a great accessory for the game that means you can still interact with Pokémon and Pokestops without having to have your head in your phone the whole time. However, in my opinion, the features it offers aren't enough to justify the high price point. Your mileage may vary, so let me know in the comments below how you're benefiting from the Pokémon Go Plus Plus. Well, that wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've got the new Pokémon Go Plus Plus and what your thoughts are. Until next time, happy hunting. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.